Okay, while I'm waiting for my entree that I made to settle down, so I'm gonna have dinner. I'm gonna say again, yeah, dirtbag skips of government working useless cunts. That's 11 years now in two countries, right? Oh wait, is it the deadbeats that work for the media and think they can actually break surveillance laws because they've got media rights? Okay, there is two major injuries I've had that are well in intensively documented, let's say that, from 2007 and 2010. Okay, and it's all backed up. What these people did since 2015 was exacerbate health conditions, and that's called reckless endangerment to one's health. You don't get media rights when you actually cause harm to someone's health. And you would know that. So, yeah, deadbeat, scummy piece of shit people. Let's go back to 2015. All right. So my partner Giovanni Consalvo and myself are up at Amanda's and my mum's and Marianne's for Easter. So Marianne Mahalski, so Uncle Richard Mahalski, Mary Mahalski were all there for Easter. Now I said to Giovanni I wasn't going up there for Easter that year because we always had Easter back home in Sydney even after Mum moved. I said no, I want to stay anyway. I'm over at Alpha Motive, which in Andrew Palamo. Happy Easter. Finished there with him. Go home. I get home. He's like, "Oh, we're going up to visit, your mum and Marianne and Amanda for Easter." It's like, "I told you we weren't." So I said when we came back, I said, "Giovanni, you and I need a break because I say something and then you go over me." I said we weren't. Now I said I'll go up to the holiday house, which I did. 23 Bangalow Street. It's along beach. It's my grandparents' house. We kept it in the family as a holiday house. So I did. In that, actually jump back. When I actually left Andrew Palamo's, on the way home, that's when I met Brett Aikenhead for the first time. April 2015. About a day before we left for Easter. So April 2015 is the first time I ever met Brett Aikenhead in my entire life. The day before we left for Easter. And it was at Sydney Park. And my first things to him, words were, after he was telling me he was selling an English Bull Terrier, well, he calls them people terriers, it's an English Bull Terrier, was, "Are you stalking my social media?" So let's pause this. Why would I think that? Because on my old Facebook, there's a folder and it says English Bull Terrier. Okay? Back before I went to America to make an entry with a green card back in December 2014, Giovanni Consalvo and myself were over my auntie Miriam Mahalski and my uncle Richard Mahalski's place. And we're sitting up around the dining table. I think the only other person who was awake was Bradley, my cousin. And Marianne's talking to Gio, and I'm talking to Uncle Richard, and I'm showing Uncle Richard photos on my phone of English Bull Terriers. I said, I'm looking at getting a purebred English Bull Terrier to take to America when I move. I'm making an entry at the end of the year to secure my green card. Yeah, that's all true. In 2012, if you want to go back further than that, Giovanni Consalvo and myself is at my grandparents' house, which is the Fleming family's holiday house. Okay. 23 Bangalow Street, that's along beach. And I'm washing my nan's statue of an English Bull Terrier because Ruby Jean she loved English Bull Terriers. Put it on the TV and I said, "Jared, that's the breed of dog I keep telling you about. They're great for apartments." Told him, the rundown why. So he could have confirmed that. You can go back to 2006. We can keep going back and back as far as you can. So when I first met this Brett dirtbag piece of low life shit, I was like, "Oh, you're stalking my social media. Haha, it was a joke." Anyway, I brought an English Bull Terrier for $2,000 that needed 4 knee surgeries. And that was the end of the story. I had, what would you call, a sexual fling behind my relationship's back with the guy I brought the dog off. I had sex with the guy. My partner was Giovanni, and I had sex with a complete stranger. And so that whole thing relates to myself and my partner, Giovanni, not the rest of the world. I had sex with someone, behind my relationship's back. Okay, so that is between myself and Giovanni because we're the ones that's in a relationship, not anyone else. And I've been saying this for years. It's like, "Oh, but Brett," I'm like, "Who is Brett except a free prostitute? Who is Brett Aikenhead except for a free prostitute? He's nothing to me except for the guy I brought my dog from and I fucked his ass. So who is this low-life scumbag? Just a guy that I brought a dog from and fucked his ass. I slept around behind my partner, Giovanni, so that's between me and my partner, Giovanni, to discuss. But I also knew he slept around behind my back and I didn't tell him. So that was like, getting back at him. But that's between the fact that I had sex with some other guy was between myself and my partner at the time. My partner at the time, until the end of 2016, was Giovanni Craig Consalvo. I have not dated anybody since. I've had sex with guys, but that's sex. And I don't care for relationships. And everything that these lowlife have got for the last 11 years is bullshit. It's just wrong. Every single bit of information, including what housing I have. I'm sorry, that was my BMW, thanks. Oh, how'd you have the money for it? I was a VIP host at Star Casino. That's my $200,000 that was sitting in the bank. Where'd that come from? Sale of my investment property plus fixed term deposits, savings from Star Casino, and my other side jobs as well. Plus, I was pulling in like some weeks $2,000 a week cash in hand from Steve. There was a side job I did when I was lifting tough and glass around for Jeff, but my salary package at Star Casino was really good. $47,730 a year 20 years ago. So there's my savings. There's the sale of my investment property that I owned, 16 Scott Road. I almost owned that outright. This is not rocket science. But these ridiculous deadbeat lowlife scum that have got so much wrong information. I've got losers of dirty little country town deadbeats and abo scum that go, oh, he keeps trying to be rich and say his dad lives at Empire Bay and his dad's a builder. I'm like, but that's the actual fact. I lived at Empire Bay growing up. Because my dad does live in Empire Bay. My dad is a builder. And in the same breath, these deadbeats are saying, oh no, his dad's a pot smoking, this and that, and his dad's a nurse. He works in a nursing home. I'm like, so now we know you don't know me. You know Mark Rackley and Daniel Rackley. And if you're me affiliating with my mother, you think I'm somebody else. Because you've just described my mum's second husband's family. And I've been saying this for 11 years. So now we do know that you actually don't know me. Because everyone who's actually known me knows that I'm from my mum. So myself and my twin sister Amanda Lee Fleming are both from my mum's first marriage, and that our father's a builder. So now we can put to rest that you actually don't know me. You know mum's second husband's family. And this has gone around in circles with government agencies and departments, including St. Vincent's, for 11 years. And they're like, oh, but at least, we've just got to identify you, make sure we've got the right person. It's like, Justin Mark Fleming, there's my date of birth. Yes, except the information that you were given, that you were told doesn't relate to me, relates to Daniel Rackley. But you attached it to me. And this is not the first time this has gone on. Because Daniel Rackley moved to Tamworth in 1995. And I lived in Tamworth for 6 years. My mother went there. Well, she moved there. She wanted to buy a big property there, moved there. She did. It's a great where my mum lives is stunning. My God, it's like 10 minutes to get to the city centre. She lives in a very affluent street and beautiful. Like she did, the money she got from the divorce with my father, Mark Fleming, she put it to good use. That is the most stunning property. Beautiful property. It's absolutely beautiful. Like, so I got to live and grow up for 6 years, I guess, in my teenage years. But then both houses I lived in growing up was huge. Because the house in Sydney was massive as well. We still had formal living rooms, entertainment rooms, pool tables, swimming pools, family rooms. But mum's house is definitely a lot bigger than the house that we had in Sydney. And yeah, it's beautiful. But my dad's house is bigger than the house that they had together as well, because the house my parents had together, they owned land in the suburbs. So the land was expensive for starters, because they owned acres of land near Parramatta. So the land was expensive, was worth a fortune, and the house was probably on the smaller side to what they both have now. I mean, Dad has an amazing house at Empire Bay. Mum has an amazing house in New England. Both my parents have formal living rooms, in-ground saltwater swimming pools, family rooms, entertainment rooms. Like my dad's formal living room. My God, if I ever go up and visit Dad again, I'm going to be like, can we sit in the formal living room? Because I'm trying to think the last time I sat in it would have been in 1996, because I wanted to take a talk on the phone in private. I think I was talking to Sam Page. So I went into this. There's a beautiful formal living room that no one ever uses. I was like, can we use it? Like, it's absolutely stunning. My dad used to have the most amazing antique furniture in it once, but as he got older, he gave it to his brother, Graham. So these people don't know me. They haven't even... I put my mum's house up on social media and I've got people going, that's not Carol's house. It's like, that's my mum's house, but you're not describing Carol when you guys talk. Do you know that? You're describing Robin. And it must be Aboriginals or deadbeats or Gail or some spot. It's like, because they're talking about Robin Childs' house. Mum's deadbeat sister. It's like, that's not... It's like, that's Carol's house. But you're talking about Robin's house. So you've never gone to my mum's house then. And we're going around these circles. I said that years ago. It's like the description of Shane Charles. Like, you're talking about me being blonde. I wasn't blonde when I grew up from being a toddler. But you talked about Shane Charles and said that was me. It's like, that's not me. That's Shane Charles. And then you described exactly what Robin's house was, that deadbeat, low-life, drunk-infest loser house that she lives in. Well, that's not Carol's house. That's not my mum's house. My mum's got a beautiful house. We grew up very respectable. I mean, my only issue with my mother relates to the last 11 years, not before. It relates since 2015 to date. And until this gets resolved, that's why she's out of my life. A grip of scum, because my mum keeps inviting scum into hers. She's done this since she got with her second husband and then her boyfriend afterwards. They're disgusting people, and if she wanted to affiliate with disgusting people, I don't want anything to do with her. She's been told that many times. It was bad enough when we put up with Mark Ruckley. She divorced him in 95. Then she went with fucking Dave. She was told, if you want to keep inviting these sorts of people into our family, then I'm disowning you. If you keep befriending these types of people, then I'm disowning you. Because I don't want to be affiliated with these types of people. You're behaving like your sister. If you're going to behave like Robin Childs, then you don't have your kids in your life. Because that's disgusting behaviour. And that's it.